Hello, and so we're going to finish up this week with 1 John 4:19. So go ahead and see if you can translate that. That was great. I love what you did there. Here's my translation. Let us ourselves love, because he himself first loved us. Okay. What was the previous verse? There's no fear in love. Perfect love casts out fear. Let us therefore love, um, because he first loved us. Okay, more of that cycle. He loves us, we love others. We love him, he loves us, and so on, and round we go. It's a fairly short verse this week, so it shouldn't be that long of a video. Here's the breakdown. Let us love, let us ourselves. So agapomen, I think, is probably what's called a hortatory subjunctive. That's a first person plural subjunctive. Now, men is a first person plural, we, but now technically there's been a crash here. Step back, there's a police line, circumflex. There's a crash between the alpha of agapao and some sort of connecting vowel. So the question is whether the connecting vowel is an omicron, which would be indicative. That would be something like, we ourselves love because he himself loved us. And that's possible. We ourselves love because he loved us. Maybe that's it. But if it's crashing, if the alpha is crashing into omega, then it's subjunctive. And then it's a hortatory subjunctive. Let us love. Let ourselves, let us ourselves, let we ourselves love. Because he himself, again, when autos is in the nominative, it intensifies the subject, which is a he, she, or it here. He, because this is masculine. So he himself first loved us. When autos is in the nominative, it intensifies the subject, and the subject is he. So there you have it. We might call that an intensive use of the pronoun. Okay, not much to see here. There are some interesting parsings. Again, we can debate whether this is indicative or subjunctive. I have translated it as a let us subjunctive, a hortatory subjunctive. Hortatory subjunctive. So that's first person plural and active. I'm going with subjunctive, crashing into an omega. Agapao, all the letters of the present stem are there, although the alpha of agapa is mangled in the crash, but it's there. It's just under the wreckage. So that's the parsing. Present active subjunctive first plural from agapao. Could be indicative in which case it would be translated, we ourselves are loving because here, and that's possible. It is. Hoti, when it's translated because, indicates what kind of a clause? A causal clause. And I've already said that when autos is nominative, it is intensive. I grew up learning that it's an intensive pronoun, although I feel a little weird about saying that because it's the same pronoun. It looks the same as the personal pronoun. So I maybe we could say it's an intensive use of the pronoun. Agape sen, a nu with an epsilon in front of it is always a movable nu. Throw it away. Woo! So epsilon is a very common third person singular past tense ending. And so with the sigma epsilon, it's aorist, and it's an active indicative ending. So I know from sen, just from those three letters, I know that this is aorist, active indicative, third person singular. What word is it from? Well, I see the agape in there, so it is in fact agapao again, except the alpha has been lengthened or augmented because this is aorist indicative. So the alpha becomes an eta. So it's aorist, active indicative, third singular from agapao. That's pretty much it for this verse that we're ending this week with. So can you pronounce it? That was very good. Here's my pronunciation. Hemes, agapomen, hoti, autos, protos, agapesen, hemas. And let me try to read it at speed. Hemes agapomen, hoti autos protos agapesen hemas. And that has been our Greek for the week. And Lord willing, we'll see you with 1 John 4:20 on Monday.